Okay, we're beginning Muse.
And Muse is similar to Photoshop, but there's fewer things you can do, so you may end up finding it even more enjoyable. I know it's hard to imagine, but so when you open up Muse, you'll be prompted with this menu of options. So raise your hand when you've gotten this far. And if you don't have Muse, go ahead and just sit with somebody who does have it. So,
Hi, Muse people.
You can have multi-vision. You can choose.
You can pick your favorite
It's like a team.
person.
We're gonna compete.
We're gonna compete.
No, you don't win.
Right.
Coffee in Megan's face.
Oh, what's that? What's that
Right.
That's
competition
so
about?
painful.
All right.
Look like
Not
that,
physical
but I'm
pain.
confident that I can get to wherever you're going.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is just an older one.
So when you open Muse, it gives you some options. I've already started working on some sites, so any site that you've already begun will populate here. What's great about Muse is that it's full of really great tutorials, and so you can learn how to do it, how to go through the basic steps by following these. I also posted a link in Blackboard for this. So if you want to move on ahead, feel free to use that. The forum is also really great for posting questions. So we're going to create a new site, and it's going to ask us what size we want. What's nice about Muse for down the road is you can actually format your site to display properly on a tablet or your iPhone. We're going to keep the desktop. And it defaults to 960 by 500. You want to just go ahead and just put in the size from the site that we made, which was 1200 by, who remembers the height?
1024.
It won't really, height isn't as important because it's going to scale probably to what we want.
I have a little question. So I thought that I created my Photoshop document as 1200 by 1024, but then when I was saving individual assets that were the width of the full thing, it was saying 1280.
That's fine.
So should I make this 1280? Because I know I have assets that are that
You
size.
can, or you can keep it, I'd keep the 1200 and you can just resize within Muse.
Cool.
This width is pretty wide from many browsers, so this is going to accommodate the web browser fill. Minimum height isn't that important, so just put in 1000 or 1200. Keep it to one column for now, and you can let it stay. Keep the defaults for width and better, as well as padding. Click OK. And we're given this window, and it shows our different view options. Right now we're in plan mode, which is highlighted with this color blue. And this is how we're going to plan the navigation of your site. There's two windows here. Up here in the top are your specific pages. And here at the bottom, we can create what are called master pages. Master pages, any element you put here will automatically populate into all the pages you have here. So what that means is, say for all of your pages, you want to have the same background. You don't have to paste that background into each new page. You can just simply paste it into this master page, and it will populate forward to everything. If you want your logo to always be in the same place, if you have a footer item that you always want to be there, you put it in your master page, and it will always be on those pages. You can have multiple master pages, so you can have a look for, maybe you have 2 different looks that you want, and it's a really easy way. You can specify which master page your layout is going to use. So it defaults to a home page, and what you're going to do is click this little plus sign to create a new page. And so you can call this your contact page. If you can spell contact better than me, great. Click another arrow and have a portfolio. And I think that would be. So these pages are all connected on the same level. You can also create pages down, so pages within pages. So for example, for my portfolio page, maybe I want to have my resume page down here.
Boyd,
Yes.
would you do that for the different projects that you worked on? Like,
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
You can have, within your portfolio, you can have a certain spit, you can have page, you can have a House of Escher page,
Okay.
and so you can populate down. And so it's this really awesome way to just lay out the structure of your site.
This is so not terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for something to go horribly wrong.
So we're gonna start with our master page. So double click the master page and move to the size. And what we're looking at here is in this gray is the browser fill. So as you resize your web window, your browser, whatever, how much ever of the browser is around your content, this will be shown. So this could be a color, your background image. And this is where your main content will lie, and this is within the white. Here at the top, we have some guides, and this is telling us where your header object will be. So you can specify how big you want or small you want your header to be, as well as your footer object. And what this means is whatever you place in here will stay sticky, so that as you move, if your page is very, very long, then this will always stay there as the inner content moves. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And we're at time, but I just want to show you real quick. I'm going to start by filling the browser. So if you come up here to browser fill, you can fill the browser with any color that you want. Or you can click browser fill, and here it says image. Click on that, and you can navigate to your site, to your images, and look for your background. Select open, and you have some options. You can tile it, keep it to its original size, and you can see that it's previewing it here. Or you can stretch to fill, or stretch to fit, or scale to fill. I'm going to select scale to fill. Don't worry about scroll right now. To populate it with the rest of your objects, you can just go to File, Place, and say you want to start with your header. Open. It's going to give you, it's hard to see on this, but there's a little, the arrow is right at the top left corner. That's where the image will start. So I know that I want my header to start all the way at the edge at this corner. So I click it, and it will place it at the size that it was originally made at. Now you can drag it just like in Photoshop to where you want it. I want it to be actually below. I'm going to put my logo up here, and this is going to be my header area. And I can stretch this to fill. And you can see that it is automatically keeping the proportions the same.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is. And so now you can go in and you bring in and you place all of your other objects. So place logo. And I want to place it up here. And you can just kind of roughly lay out where you want it. So you're basically redoing what you did in Photoshop, but placing your objects here in Muse. And on Thursday, I'll show you how to